The bushfire crisis is again moving towards Sydney. Hot and windy conditions fanned a fire that's been burning for weeks in the vast Colo National Park in the Hawkesbury region, northwest of the city. People living in the small communities of High Macdonald, Upper Macdonald and Webbs Creek have been warned to seek shelter as the fire approaches. Residents of Colo Heights were told to leave as the fast-moving fire approached. Reporter Mark Reddie spent the day in Colo Heights.
For almost a month, one of the state's biggest fires has been burning through bushland deep in the Colo National Park. Now the blaze is bearing down on a small village on the outskirts of Sydney's northwest. Are you worried about your home?
Yep. Right, you better get going.
With only a car full of belongings, residents took no chances as the fire burned towards homes at Colo Heights.
I'm going into town. Yeah.
And are you leaving now?
Yeah, I'm leaving now.
Others decided to stay to defend their properties.
I'm going to get a carton of beer and an esky and a milk crate and I'm going to sit on the hill and watch it burn. I'm not going anywhere.
Weary firefighters attacked the blaze from the ground, assisted by volunteers from Victoria. And looking at the clouds today, what's this like?
That's looking pretty scary.
Water bombers were brought in to help, but their efforts were hampered by a thick plume of smoke visible from the Blue Mountains to the Central Coast. This satellite map shows the smoke being blown towards the coast and merging with the smoke from the fires further north. Well, the fire is now burning straight towards this property, but the 7 people who live here have decided to stay and defend their homes. They're being assisted by Rural Fire Service volunteers, but the situation is volatile and could change at any moment.
Well, if they tell us to evacuate, we'll leave, but if it doesn't come down to that, we're just going to stay and fight it.
Firefighters are hoping a southerly will bring a brief reprieve before the weekend.
I am a bit concerned because who knows what summer's going to be like if spring's like this. But all I hope for is a bunch of rain will come through and quieten all down.
A hope shared by many who've been living under constant threat from fires for weeks. Mark Reddie, ABC News, Colo Heights.
And Mark Reddie joins us now from Colo Heights. Mark, what's the situation there tonight?
Gemma, the bushfire emergency is far from over. Right now, flames are coming dangerously close to a sawmill just down the road here. Behind those trees, you can see that thick smoke billowing there. Several properties are now under threat, and Rural Fire Service volunteers are stationed to my right here in case the blaze tears through this area. A westerly has now kicked in, and that is blowing the fire in an easterly direction towards Wiseman's Ferry. There are concerns, though, if it isn't contained there, that it could spread further east towards homes on the Central Coast, and that could prove a major disaster. Gemma?
Mark, thank you.